Why did you start this YouTube channel? I don't know. I'm 43 years old. No idea why I'm doing this or why I'm here. Figured I'd just try. Why not? Hi, my name is Bo. I'm new to YouTube, so I'm gonna do the BookTube Newbie Tag today. Why did you start this channel? I've thought about starting a YouTube channel for a while, and I thought, why not just try? So I'm wearing my try shirt today. I really like to talk about books, and I'm sure my husband and teenage daughter are sick of hearing me talk about books that they haven't read. So I hopefully can talk to some of you about books that I'm reading. I guess I just realized that I finally just needed to go for it and try. I've watched tons of YouTube videos and watched people talk about books, and I'm an online English teacher, so I record myself teaching every day and thought maybe I could record myself talking about the books that I enjoy. Question number 2, what are some fun and unique things that you could bring to BookTube? I don't know how unique I am. I'm a twin, so I don't ever think of myself as unique. We both like to knit, we both like to read, so we're still kind of the same. Unique things I can bring to YouTube. My age, I guess. I'm 43, and I don't see a whole lot of other people on YouTube my age. I've seen a handful, so maybe more of us will join. Yay! I'm a younger Gen X, Xennial technically, so Xennials unite. I do think I'm older than a lot of the other YouTubers that I've seen talk about books, so I guess that's unique. I do think I'm fun. My husband thinks I'm funny, so that's something. Question number 3, what are you most excited about for this new channel? I am excited to learn how to edit videos. I'm excited to sit here and talk and get better at talking. Even though I record myself every day teaching online, I still don't think I'm that great at public speaking, which seems kind of weird. So hopefully I'll get better at it as I make more YouTube videos. That's what I'm really excited about. Question number 4, why do you love reading? I've always loved reading. I don't remember a time that I didn't love reading. My mom used to have us read together on the couch. My mom, my sister, and me. We would each pick a book and sit on the couch together and read. And it didn't matter what we were reading, just that we were sitting together and reading something. Sometimes we would bring comic books, sometimes we would bring chapter books, it didn't matter. And we could talk about what we were reading afterwards, and I really enjoyed that. And I always feel like I can get pulled into the story whenever I'm reading, and I really like that. And I know a lot of people say that, but it's true. If you sit down with a really good book, you get pulled into the story and you feel like you're there. I love that about reading. Question number 5, what book or series got you into reading? That's a hard one to answer because that was a long time ago. I remember in kindergarten watching the Letter People in school, and I loved the Letter People, and eventually the letters started to make sense and I knew what sounds they made, and I don't know exactly when that happened, but whenever it did, I always had a book with me. And the first books I really remember loving to read are R.L. Stine books and The Babysitter's Club, Beverly Cleary books, things like that. And I loved the Scholastic Book Fair whenever they came to school. That was the best day ever. So I don't know, I've always liked to read. My mom used to read to me before I could read, and she would read Tom Sawyer or things like that. And I loved when she read to me. So when I could read myself, I just read everything I could get my hands on. Question number 6, what questions would you ask your favorite YouTubers? Question number 1, how do you do this? This is harder than I thought it would be, sitting here talking to a camera, even though I teach online and I record myself teaching, but I kind of know what I'm gonna teach because I've done it for so long, and it's not the same thing at all. So I think that's the biggest question that I would ask. Also, I think I would ask how they stay organized to be able to stay on a consistent upload schedule. I'm going to try and post once a week, and I would love to know how other people stay organized to be able to do that. Question number 7, what challenges do you think starting a BookTube channel will be the hardest to overcome? This right here, talking to the camera, I think will be one of the hardest challenges. It's weird for some reason. It doesn't seem weird when other people are doing it when I'm watching YouTube, but sitting here in front of my camera, it feels weird. Hopefully I can overcome that, and I want to learn how to edit videos better. I've never really done that before, so we'll see how this looks when I'm done editing it, and I'll hopefully get better the more I do it. Question number 8, when did you start reading? I think I answered that a little bit earlier. I think it was around 5 or 6 or so, because I remember watching The Letter People, and I remember those letters and sounds starting to make sense, and then being able to read stories or books or something. I remember reading something on the bus on the way home, and it clicked in my head, and I was surprised. I'm like, I know what that says. And I think that was around 5 or 6. Question number 9, where do you read? I have a chair downstairs in the living room. It's a wingback chair that I got from IKEA, but I love that chair. It has an ottoman so I can put my feet up. I usually read there. When I was younger, I read everywhere. I always had a book on me. Sometimes I still try to carry a book with me if I have to go to the doctor's office or something. Sitting in a waiting room having a book is great. When I was in college, I always had a book on me, and I would sit outside and read between classes. And I really want to get more reading done. I want to read more, and I think maybe that's part of why I'm starting this channel as well, to give me an excuse to read more. I shouldn't need an excuse to read more, but I do. Life gets in the way. Question number 10, what kind of books do you like to read? I like to read lots of stuff, but I really like to read books that have witches, zombies, fairies, vampires, horror. I like things like that. But I will read just about anything. I've read classics while I was in college, and I've reread them a couple times since, like The Great Gatsby or 1984, Catcher in the Rye. I've read those a few times, and I get something different out of them every time I read them. It's interesting. But I'll read a lot of stuff. I get books from Once Upon a Book Club. I want to make a video all about some of the books I've recently got from Once Upon a Book Club. I also like to keep up with young adult books because I am a high school English teacher, so I want to be able to tell my students what books are out there if anyone wants a recommendation from me. Sometimes I'll get students who ask for a recommendation on books. I also really like true crime and murder mystery. I watch a lot of true crime on YouTube, so I also read true crime when I have a chance. I don't know that I always stick to one kind of genre. When I'm in the bookstore and I'm looking at books, I read the back of the book, and if it's interesting, I buy it, regardless of genre. Where I found this BookTube Newbie Tag list, there was an extra question that sometimes people answer. What does your book collection look like? I have over 1,000 books, and this is not even most of them. This is my office here, so this is a very small section of my books. The rest of my books are downstairs, but I have over 1,000 books, and I have everything from classics to young adult to horror and something of everything in between. If you're interested in seeing all the big books in my bookshelf, click the video on the screen. Hopefully I'll be able to put it right there. We'll see. If you're interested in how many books I have by Stephen King, click there. Hopefully I can put it on the screen there. So I'll see you in the next video.